If you're looking for a plant to give you great value for money, then you can't go too far wrong with a clematis. Loved by the Victorians, they've been gracing our gardens ever since. Unlike their Group 1 and 2 brethren, which are fairly short flowering, Group 3 go all the way from midsummer right on until autumn. And I think you'll agree that amongst them, there are some real showstoppers. I tend to think of this as one of the most reliable and long-flowering of the late-season group. It's Clematis texensis Princess Diana, and it's got a really lovely and distinct quality to the flowers. They're almost bell-like. Sometimes in a really cold winter, it can be frosted right the way back to the ground. But good news is it will pop back up from the ground, send up new shoots which can be tied in and go on to produce a fabulous display of flowers. I think this is one of the best Group 3s. It's Clematis Prince Charles, and you can see in this situation it's growing in blazing sunshine, but it's incredibly adaptable. So if you've got a difficult area in the garden, like a north wall, it will absolutely thrive there. Now, in a single season, it'll put up about 3 metres of growth, but the very best thing about this particular cultivar is it will flank the whole wall with flowers all the way down, so you get that beautiful curtain of blooms. Of all the Group 3 clematis, this is one of the biggest. It's Clematis tangutica. It'll reach up to 7 or 8 metres, so it's great for flanking the side of a house. And it's got some really lovely qualities about it. As you can see, the petals have this deep yellow tone, but they're thick, almost like a lemon peel, which I think makes them look gorgeous. And then what's lovely is that the seed heads persist at the same time as the flowers. So you get these wonderful fluffy structures, and they'll last all the way on into winter. Now, it works brilliantly for flanking a wall, and here I think it looks gorgeous as the colour association with this Northamptonshire stone. Clematis Pearl de Jour is one of the most popular of all the Group 3 varieties, and for good reason. It's a fantastic plant that blooms over a really long period. Now, like all the Group 3s, it can take the standard pruning, and the recommended advice is to take them down to 30 or 40 centimetres from the ground in about February time. But you can take a very different approach to the pruning, and this is something that I regularly do. With this plant and several other Group 3s, you can leave them and only prune them every other year, and that way you get a bigger plant and a lot more flower. Just don't forget when you pruned it. Now, something that's going on here that's particularly lovely is an association. So just beside the clematis is Hydrangea paniculata limelight, and I think those beautiful limey tones just work so well with those blue lavender tones of the clematis. Of all the late flowering clematis, this has to be my absolute favourite. It's Purpurea plena elegans. It's got a lovely quality to it. These sort of plummy tones around the outside, and then as it starts to open out through the centre here, there's this sort of greyish bloom. Absolutely gorgeous. So today I hope I've been able to give you a range of incredible varieties out there, and maybe you'll try one out at home.